Hello folks, and welcome to another video. As I said, everything what we were discussing before leads us to finally beat the 2-6 chapter. So let's start building our team. We talked about playing with Belina. We can also use Hansi, but since I'm not that experienced with Hansi by beating 2-6, I can check that later on. So the first part, we will build a Belina team. So putting in Belina, and as I said, Belina will synergize with Se-Jung. And then Belina also has the second awakening, which will give her mana regeneration if Mara is on the field. And Mara also will stun the enemy. Where is it? Here. 1.5 seconds stun. So since the weakness exposure says that we need to stun the enemy in the 5th round, this will also be very handy. And even after she stuns, she will be able to weakness expose the enemy, which we need for the 3rd weakness exposure. So what I'm saying here is that Mara is the perfect unit in this team. First, because it synergizes with Belina, and second, because all 3 of the weakness exposure in 2-6, Mara is able to fulfill them, even though it will be very hard. Because the first weakness exposure, I will show it really quick here on 2-6, clicking here. The first weakness exposure in round 5 will require us to stun the elite enemies 4 times. So putting a lot of Maras on the field, they will always stun the enemy. This is the best possibility to reach the weakness exposure, even though it is still very hard, but she will have this trait. She can do it. And also for the round 10, where we need to stall the fight so the enemy units can evolve, is also very handy for Mara, because she will be tanking, she will be stunning, and therefore delaying the fight. And then in the round 15, the 3rd weakness exposure, what was it again? Exactly, we need to expose their weakness, the monsters of round 15. And this is also what Mara will do. So she has more benefits than we can talk about here. This is why our 3rd unit after Belina and Se-Jung will definitely be Mara. Mara is probably even more important than Se-Jung here, but Se-Jung is the synergy with Belina, because if you can see at the Awakening 1, she will help the MP regeneration if a spell costs more than 60 MP. And if you click on Belina's spell here, you will see it costs 60 MP. So this is also a perfect synergy. So we have the 3 most important units to beat 2-6. We now need to look if we can use anything else to beat it. Bardream will maybe have a use here, where she can give more mana to Mara to cast her stun faster. And then Tarnef could help for the boss, because it will get more spell damage amplification. And then we could either use a second stunner, which would be Hereng, or Leica. I think I haven't leveled Leica here, do I? So I think we will put Hereng in. Let me check. Is there a better unit to use than Hereng? I mean, could think about Agatha, could think about Leonhard, because they will stall the fight, but I haven't leveled them now, so I'm trying it like this. The starter hero, the Vanguard, will definitely be Belina. So let's check the relics now. So I said we need a ancient stuff. And fear, because we will delay the fight a lot. And then we could either use mask. We could use void, then we would put Elizabeth. Or we use this because it gives 400 defense for all the heroes. So I think I'm using the defense thing here. Putting Belina where the attack speed is. and Sejong where the SP is. Checking the awakening abilities. This is correct. This is correct for Mara. Then Mara has the weakness exposure. That's correct. Then Hereng, it's the first awakening. The rest doesn't matter right now. Sejong needs the ocean set. Let me check really quick. I think it's even the wrong ocean set. Oh, I think on this account I was doing the mistake of destroying my other ocean set, were I? No, it was, oh, it's on Patros, okay. 1 second. I was wondering. So let's save this here and then give the good ocean set for Sejong. Okay, so we have the ocean set on Soyoung. If you have Sacramentum, it doesn't matter how strong it is, just put it on here. Because it will be better than the drums. But if you don't have Sacramentum, then use the drum. Okay? And on Belina, you will use either the eggs or maybe we even use the dagger here. Because the dagger will synergize with her Covenant set. Use the Covenant set. It will be the free set, like I talked about in the other video. And then by Mara, you're using the Adamant set. I was also talking about this with the mystical armor. Okay? And the rest of the heroes, I don't really need to equip them. I leave them like they are. The most important heroes are the 3. Belina, Mara, and Sejong. And the rest is some utility. Maybe we can use it, maybe not. I don't know yet. So here we are using 15 Smith. Because I'm trying to get a +2 silver weapon in the early game. Even though the chances are not high, I will try to do that. And then I could take blood. Because it will give me 2 mighty blocks. And it will give me some spell HP drain. But we could also use Altar of Hero. Because it will be very strong if we are getting level ups. If we are getting double ups, I meant. So I'm not really sure. I could even use Smith and Greed. But the main thing is that I want to use Smith right now. So I'm thinking about trying Hero for this one. Okay, so we chose our heroes. We chose our legacies and accessories on the most important units. We chose our relics. And we are going to start. And try to beat 2-6. So let's first beat it on hard. Because I think most of you only need to beat it on hard to go further. And then later we try to beat it on king. Okay? So it was this team. Let's try. MP regeneration, trying to search a +2 silver. Okay, not getting it. Like I said, the chances are very low to get it. So I'm deciding for this stuff here. So our goal is to find Mara as soon as possible. Because if we don't find Mara, it will be likely that we will lose very early on. We need Mara, it's very important. Because Belina will die too fast. I think I may even die here. Yeah, I'm dying, which is fine. Because we're having the extra flags. I will die once more. Okay. Got a double up, which is a little bit lucky, but it's fine. Can I do it with the double up? Yeah, I can do it, okay. If I would have died here, it would be fine. dying until I get the revive is fine, because we get another item once we revive. Now our next goal is, like I said, we need to have 1 copy of Mara. Selling the herring. So I'm going a little bit crazy here. This is not the conventional idea to do it, but I will sell my strong Belina here to have more silver to work with, because I really need Mara. It's very important. And then I will sell those. I will expand my troops, and I will try to find even one more Mara if I can. If I can find Mara, perfect. This is very good. Okay. Oh, my battery is dying. The stuff, I could take it. I think I won't find anything better, so I'm taking it. Okay, so now the idea would be that I don't equip the stuffs, because if I do too much damage, then I will not be able to fulfill the weakness exposure on round 5. But since I already know that with this setup I will not be able to fulfill the weakness exposure, I will just give it to Mara, the stuffs, and I will just beat the round, because they will die too fast anyways. This is why I talked about it before, that it is very hard to fulfill the weakness exposure on round 5 and round 10. It is a very hard task to do, in my opinion. Level up Belina here. Give her the bow. And maybe give the armor for Belina. For Mara, sorry. So we are strong enough, we will just keep on starting until we reach round 10. And round 10 we will work on our team again. So round 9 here. So if you died before round 10, it is probably either because you didn't find Mara early enough, or because you have the wrong relics or too weak of relic stats, or because you didn't equip Sejong, you didn't connect Sejong to Belina. The key to be that strong here until round 10 is to have the Maras with Adamant on the field and to have Sejong connected to Belina. So here I won't take this because I have only a 25% chance to up Belina. Here I could go for the lucky level up, but I won't do it. I don't go for a luck run here. So I'm choosing the book. I'm leveling up Belina. This is the safe way to do it. Otherwise, if I found a stuff or anything, it would also be good. Even expanding troop would be nice to have. So I expanded my troops 2 more times here. And I'm searching more Maras to build my front line. So we are now reaching round 10, meaning they want us to be able for the enemy units to convert to the beasts, but I think I'm too strong for that to happen. I could try it, let's see, because I still can die, I still can revive. Let's not equip the items on Belina and try to do that. I could even put Sejong out, but I don't know if this will work. Yeah, everything will die too fast, and therefore I will not be able to also expose this weakness. So now we already had 2 of 3 weakness exposure levels, and we couldn't fulfill one of them. That means that we have to fulfill the weakness exposure on round 15. We have to. If we don't, we can instantly surrender and start a new round. Okay. So now we are zipping through it again, waiting till round 15, and then we will adjusting a little bit again. Okay, we are in round 15. Let's check what we can get. The gold, I could have taken it. I'm taking the troop expand because this is 10 silver, but troop expand, as you can see here down lower right corner, this will be 20 silver value. So I'm even expanding one more time, and I'm trying to find Mara. Maybe upgrading Sayung is okay. Oh, I found a strong Belina as well, but I will keep her but not use her right now. So I'm using as many Maras as I can, because every single of these 4 monsters need to be weakness exposed for me to fulfill the weakness exposure, okay? Perfect, so I was fulfilling it, meaning the level is still beatable. If I didn't fulfill it, the level will not be beatable. But you can see we are starting on green, I think. And then if we lose, we go on orange. And then if we lose, we go on dark orange. And then if we win, we will go back on the lighter orange. If we lost, we would have gone on red. This is how it works, okay? So if we won every single one, we start on green. Then we go here, we will go here, and then in the end it will be here. So this is how the system works, okay? We are putting one harang in. We are just starting till round 20, and then adjust the team a little bit and go for the final blow on the boss. So handling all of the stages until the boss is different than handling the boss stage. Because beating all of the monsters in between the rounds until the boss, Mara is very coming in handy by tanking, stunning, and so on. So it's very good to have a lot of Maras. But once I reach the boss, I don't need that many Maras anymore. So what I will do here, one second, let me first, the swords will be useless. The armor is okay. Let me equip this. Okay, what we are doing here is I'm going to combine the Maras. Maybe I'm only using 3 of them now. And then I'm using one more Belina, putting them a little bit more in front. And one more Sejong. Make sure that you have the connection, you see the red aura on Belina, because if you put Sejong first on the Mara and then Belina beside, then it's still connected to Mara, okay? So just switch the position like this, and then they will be connected, okay? So for the boss stage, I will either use 2 or even 3 Belinas, because in the boss stage I don't need the utility of Mara. What I need now is really the damage of Belina. So what I also will do, I will use one Tarnev, because she will amplify my skill damage. And then I think I'm using one more Belina. I don't know if it will do anything, because she will probably be too weak. But I think I don't need more Mara than that. Okay. Let's see if I can still find a few upgrades. Mara upgrades I don't need. Belina upgrade is nice. And then Sejong. Maybe one more Sejong. Yes. Okay, let's go. So you can see the ridiculous amount of healing the boss is doing. So we need to clear all of the ads. Let me check who's dealing damage. Okay, I think the third Belina is not necessary. So we will lose here, or we'll have one more try. What will we do here? Let me check this out. I think I will use the book, and I will give it to her, upgrade this Belina, and then I think... I don't know if this is good or not. Let me try to give her the better armor. I hope I can beat it, I don't know. Perfect. So this is a very good example. In the first try we were too weak because our Belina only had 1 gold star. She only was on T5. Once I put her on T6, she had enough damage to quickly kill the boss. If we don't kill the boss quickly, it will instantly heal up to 100%. So this was a very good example run for the hard difficulty. And in the next one I will try to show the king difficulty. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.